Hi, I'm Christina Eisenhower, and I'm super stoked to have the chance to talk to you about what lights me up. That thing is mindfulness. Not just the concept or principle of it as a subject or something to understand, but more about the incorporation and the practice of it, especially within the teaching and learning environment. I know the value of it from firsthand experience, and through that I began to wonder, how can I share this with the students that I teach here in the Intensive English Studies program. So I teach only freshmen, which I think that are ideal candidates, because actually any student would be, because there's exciting times and challenging times all happening at the same time. And I think that mindfulness is probably the best way to surf the exciting edge without getting swamped by the stress. So with that and my students in mind, I developed and implemented a project in my own classes whereby we could learn about mindfulness in order to become more mindful learners. I teach social sciences, and so I took 3 units of the textbook and applied mindfulness activities. It was kind of more of a head fake in the beginning, because the students didn't realize what they were learning about mindfulness. They just thought they were researching technology and diet and food, nutrition, and success and failure and things like this, these particular topics. However, what actually came out of it was astounding and so highly rewarding. Thrilled to be able to share it with someone, in the sense that it was just a class activity research, pilot program, if you will, but out of the 40 students that were engaged in the activities and the research and the projects, every last one of them said in a survey at the end of the semester that they would continue practicing mindfulness, and that they wanted an entire class devoted to nothing but learning about mindfulness and how to incorporate it into their own lives as students and family and friends and so on. So, not sure I have enough time to tell you everything, but for instance, in the technology unit, they did some research on technology and the relationship between it and mindfulness, and then they had to give a poster presentation summary report on what was the relationship. Was it negative or positive, and what were the reasons why, and how could we either combat it or enhance it. Also, we began to learn more about universal awareness, how the universe has anything and everything that we possibly want, as long as we are aware, being one of the number one components of mindfulness. To be aware of what you are doing while you're doing it without any judgment. So this was our working definition of it throughout the semester. We then focused on the attention aspect of mindfulness, and through our food and nutrition unit, they became aware and paid attention to their eating habits and the nutritional content. We did mindful eating of chocolate, exercise. We looked at mindful or mindless eating habits and how they affected our overall health and the public health. And then we moved our attention to success and failure unit. So what were some of the components and the ways that we measure success, and how can we know success without knowing failure, and how can we not pass judgment on those thoughts, and how can we change our attitude and our mindset in terms of growth potential, and to succeed and to be positive about those things. And then, of course, the attitude component of not being judgmental. Nothing could have fit any better than a unit on altruism, which we did. And the students did a small group project in groups of 3 or 4 kindness projects, which led to us determining that the new global language should be kindness, not English being the global language, but kindness should be, because everyone is competent and capable of communicating in it, if they so choose. We did a free hugs campaign on campus, which has never been done on this campus, and certainly not very often, maybe 2 other times in all of the country of Japan. So that was a huge hit and a big icebreaker and a cultural breakthrough for many of these students, and a highly rewarding experience for me. It actually planted the seed for a new project that I'm doing, and conducting, which is a campus happiness club. So those are just a few things that how I have implemented mindfulness in the curriculum that I'm required to teach, and I would love to be able to develop an entire course on it. I don't see that being in the cards for me here, but I will continue to implement it and continue with my Mindful Mondays and Wednesdays Without Words and Try-Day Friday and all of those other great things, because I think the students really come to know how it can be used as a tool. All students want is something. They want a good grade, or they want to pass the class, or they want to be successful. So it can really be used as a tool. It's not a religious thing. It's not a panacea for all of the things that ail them. It's simply a way to get through life with a little less stress and a whole lot more happiness. So thanks for letting me share it with you. I'm really hoping that maybe it can be something that I could contribute to the Green School if I'm accepted. Thanks.